This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the chairman and CEO of Hannan Metals, Mr. Michael Hudson. Mike, how are you this afternoon?
I'm pretty well. Sounds like you had a hard night there, a bit scratchy in the throat, Gerardo.
It's allergies. The only downside to Austin are the allergies. It's that and a lot of talking today. It's been a busy day.
Very good.
Good busy, though. Productive busy. It's good to see the explorers getting back out there and exploring. Copper is on fire again. We're flirting with $3 a pound. You had a very timely release for Hannan, which, as we know, is drilling in Ireland. But you also just doubled your land position claim applications at the San Martin Copper Project in Peru. You have a district scale exploration play that now covers over 50 kilometers of strike, is the way that I understand it. Can you provide some clarity there for me, Mike?
Yeah, sure, Gerardo. This is a new discovery. We announced it late last year that first claim we put in, where we'd gone and explored, and over 15 kilometers we'd found boulders that were shedding from outcropping copper horizon over 15 kilometers. The average of those samples was something just under 3% copper and about an ounce silver. But more importantly, the context of the samples. They look really interesting in terms of the style, this sediment-hosted copper style that produces, in terms of style of copper, it produces the second most amount of copper in the world. These things can become quite big. This is a new basin, new discovery. We've extended the ground by another 25 kilometers. So basically the 25 plus 25 is the 50 kilometers, but there's multiple horizons within the ground that we see, multiple limbs on anticlines, multiple anticlines. So there's way over 100 kilometers of strike that we've got at the moment. Like I said, a very new basin, a new discovery in a pretty mature country that produces, a great degree of the world's copper.
Now, the Hannan team is very experienced in Peru. A lot of people may not be aware because the flagship up until now is based out of Ireland. Can you talk a bit about that experience and what led you to Peru?
Yeah, youth and enthusiasm. Basically, about a quarter of a century ago, I ended up in Peru in the 90s and spent many years living there, looking for zinc at the time, actually, and then that company that I was working for and my colleague at the time, Mark Saxon, went into liquidation in the late 90s. And so Mark and I bought the data package of that major company. And that data package today still stands as one of the better publicly available data packages. And we sold it off to maybe 30 or 40 companies in the day. But importantly, we kept the IP behind that data and have had various forays into Peru. What the probably the most famous discovery that's come out of that work is the Tinka Ayahuasca project, Colqui Pucro Ayahuasca, and yeah, that's our last discovery there, if you like. Tinker went on and made that discovery themselves, but we vended them that project very early days from that database, and we love being back in Peru. We love Peru.
Excellent. Field work will start mid-March of this year, correct?
It will, just in another few weeks.
Excellent. Excellent. What can we expect for the rest of the year out of Peru? It's a humongous land package. You obviously have to be excited exploring in an area that has all the indications of a major copper silver district. What can we expect out of that field work?
Yeah, it's first mover advantage here, Gerardo, and we're looking to increase our ground holding even further. We will do lots of field work. We'll put multiple teams on the ground. This is first principles exploration. You don't find very many high grade copper discoveries in good jurisdictions these days at surface. And what we're going to do is put lots of geologists and sampling teams up these creeks looking for float that has literally rolled down the hills into the creeks, and then bash our way up the hills and find the outcropping mineralization if we can, and then map that, rock chip it, and then map it along strike, see where the thickest zones are, the highest grade zones, and really get some idea of the copper distribution across that vast area.
True exploration, getting out there and doing it the right way. Mike, anything else that you'd like to add?
No, we'll have some updates on our drilling in Ireland at that Kilmurray project that we've been drilling. That's where I've just been looking at the rocks today. I'm in Ireland as I speak, and we look forward to updating the market on that drilling very soon.
I look forward to the update. Mike, thank you as always for your time.
Thanks, Gerardo.